Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hi best, thanks for tuning back in. And if you're new, hi love, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and watch this video to the end. Give it a thumbs up if you really enjoy it. And yeah, so judging from the title of the video, you guys, this video is actually inspired by a friend of mine who's also a new YouTuber. Her name is Zanele Mota. She's talking about her insecurities. She also got the idea from someone else. Now actually it was my first time seeing it from her, and I thought, what are my insecurities? And one of those good days I was just bored. I took a pen and I sat down and I'm like scribbling down, trying to list and see how many insecurities exactly do I have with concerning me, my body, me as happy like this. So I thought it would be interesting. I mean, you know, when I visit my favorite YouTubers, there's nothing more that I like than to see, to get to know them, you know, like to see the real them telling us a story about themselves, or them telling us about themselves. I like deep things, and I feel like insecurities are something that are deep, you know. It's something that people can use. If you tell them, they can use against you and actually, I don't know, you know, sway you or make you feel down using those insecurities and whatnot. But then I think at this level and stage of life that I'm at, I feel like, man, I'm too old for me to be insulted by such things. I mean, it's like you coming to me and telling me, Nyama, I know, boo, I know, I got over that when I was, I don't know, somewhere along high school, and I started loving my actual complexion and my skin and whatnot, and I stopped this thing of everywhere I go I just wish I could just, you know, take it off as if it was some kind of a prank and be like, ta-da, I'm actually a yellow bone, I'm not dark. It's life. That's how it goes. Without I didn't like name them accordingly. This is the first, this is the strongest. No, I just wrote them down and I actually came up with 6. That's the list that I could think of, and I'm like, okay, I can't think of any ones. I really can't think of any other ones. Okay, without wasting any time, let's get into that. All right. So on the list, I wrote them down on the phone, guys. Don't be surprised when I'm looking down here. Let's see if you can't see the phone there. Yeah, but don't be surprised, I'm looking at my phone. Okay, so my first insecurity is my complexion. Okay, here I wrote then and now. By then and now, I mean, like, there's some insecurities that I used to have then, and now I'm like, Nkulile, I'm over them, I'm okay. Oh, I've learned to live with it and I've accepted who I am. Okay, first things, like I did an example with my complexion. My complexion, I totally don't have a problem with it, and I totally love it. And from in high school, I don't remember anyone ever making anything, any I don't know, silly comments about my complexion and stuff like that. I really don't remember, because my darkness is not the kind of the attacking kind of black. It's actually nice coffee, you know, it's nice. And plus my skin, I think it gives me that, because it's smooth. Well, it was smoother back in high school, so and we're eating all kinds of junk, so don't arrest me, sir. Anyways, yeah, it was my complexion, but it was only then. Right now, honestly, I wouldn't change my color for anything. I do not even wish. You know how you be seeing our TMBC at the Abasmangman going to do cellulite removal, see, scratch mark removals and whatnot, and I'm like, when I get money, I'm definitely going for that. But complexion or bleaching my skin or anything like that has never been on my to-do list and will never be, because I love my complexion, honestly, guys. So it's just a damn thing, you know, when I was young. My second one is highlights between thighs and armpits. That's a thing that actually occurred now that I'm old. You know how you get those dark highlights between your thighs and in your armpits? I got that when I grew up. You know, as I grew up, I started having this little thing. You see this thing? I really hate it, guys, and I'm trying to gym it away, and it's just there like, and then but then anyways, and then as for my armpits, I recently discovered hore, it's actually the roll-on I was using. No, let's not talk about that. But anyways, the roll-on I was using was not good for me. It was branding my armpits, hence my armpits were super dark. So now they're getting better actually, guys. So it's a now thing. When I was young, I didn't have those problems, you know. Everything was fine. Everything was fine. I was just a kid. And then these things occurred as you grow up, you reach puberty and whatnot. The darkness of the thighs, I'm trying some remedies, body, lemon and honey and sugar, excuse me, and what that I get from YouTube. I'm trying them out. We'll see how exactly they do. We'll see, because I recently just started like last week. Yeah, I recently started, so I want to see if it's gonna work for me. But it's an insecurity for me because I'm unable to just be free, especially when we're wearing like bikinis, especially in between my thighs, in my armpits. I noticed that many people have that problem, and it's not only that, some of them have a problem of having pimples in their armpits. I don't have pimples, guys. When I shave, good nice, good smooth, it's just the color, the highlight, it's dark. So I noticed that people have serious problems out there. Some don't even shave, and I'm like, girl, yes, embrace it. Embrace it. So in high school, for the longest time, I had a problem with it, but then since I got to varsity, I actually started, you know, getting over it and stuff. So I'm actually fine with it now. I really don't have a problem with it. I think I'm growing out of it, okay, except for the one between the thighs, because when we go like boma swimming and whatnot, I can't just especially in the pictures, it was showing there's a kunkunyana there that's black, and it's really uncomfortable. Yeah, but then anyways, we are women anyways, we fight everything. Okay, and then my third insecurity is was back then the darkness. Okay, now you can't see, guys, because I have manicure on, and right now I have grown to believe well, many people have told me, oh, you have such tiny hands, they're beautiful and whatnot. So I've grown to love my hands actually, but I had a problem with my nails. I had a problem with my nails because my nails were super dark. They were dark. I think I take that from my mother's side. She doesn't have dark nails. I really don't know. I think my father's side, I'm not sure. But then I had dark nails, and I had a problem with that when I was young. I really had a problem with that. I think that's where I started liking Q-Tex. Yeah, like nail polish. I started liking nail polish at a young age, but then my dad was just strict and not wanting with it. But then I preferred it because now you wouldn't be able to see how dark my nails were. That was a stupid insecurity actually, if I think about it now. But then then now I don't have a problem, honey. I can take off these manicure, I can stay like this, and I don't have a problem because I don't see anything wrong. It actually matches with my skin. It's fine, everything is fine, and it's not like super dark. It's not. I wish I actually had a picture of my hand. If I do, I'll find it and I'll put it here, then you see. And then my next insecurity is, yo guys, this is a big one. I kind of still have a problem with it right now. My walk. Child, my walk. I've never been a fan of my walk, guys. I've really never been a fan of my walk. Kinale baby kiss my doll. Yeah, that thing, it's called a kiss my doll. Yeah, I have that, and I never liked it. I honestly never liked it, and it will always make me feel uncomfortable. And for the longest time, especially when I was in primary school, I would try different walks, trying to straighten it out. And when it's yours, it's yours. But when it's yours, it's yours, love. It's yours. It's not going anywhere. I swear, it's not going anywhere. Forget it. Just live with it. When it's yours, it's yours. When it's given, it's given. It's just there, you know. So yeah, but I've learned to live with it. Well, I still hate it. If I could fix it, which is something I don't think I could fix or any doctor could fix, but if I could fix it, I would. Understand me? I would. But it's something I've learned to live with because when I first met my male best friend, you know, at first he was like, he looked at me like, oh, okay, you have that kind of walk. And then he started observing other girls, and then he noticed for Raiman, 90% of girls actually have this funny kind of walk, this kismatolo. Like 90% of girls walk in a funny way. And when we actually got to talk about it, and I told him that's actually one of my insecurities, I hate it and whatnot. And you know guys, what I did to cover that insecurity, for the longest time I learned to love maxi dresses. I still love them but I feel like my love for maxi dresses grew because I wore them so much. I was just trying to cover up the way I walk, you know, at least when I'm inside it. And guys, no man kiss my doll. Highly yona kay gata. Those who know me from church, they know I can walk in a hill and get hona hill gata. There's no way I understand, like get hona hill. So if I would wear a long dress and I would wear a heel, no one would see. Even if I'm wearing a palm, whatever, no one would see. People would think kibata, you know, it's kibata. But you know, and actually my mom helped me with that, but let's not talk about that. Let me not make my mom look like a bad person or stuff like that. She wasn't. She was just, I guess, she was just feeding my wants, because that's what I wanted in life. And she was like, okay, you're comfortable with that, all I want is for you to be happy and be comfortable, so here you go, here are your dresses and whatnot. I actually went to varsity. Even my first year at varsity, I was dresses like this until I decided to why am I doing this to myself? Excuse me guys, with the whole I can only flew. Yeah, and then decided to go, why am I doing this to myself? It's not worth it. It's not worth it, girl. Yo, Joe. Anyways, yeah, I did that to cover up that, and I still hated Likajeni, but I learned to live with it because so many girls, banally kiss my dollar, so many girls have funny kind of walks and whatnot. So I learned to be comfortable, and I actually noticed, sorry, the more I'm comfortable, the more I'm confident, and the more I'm confident, the more I just, you know what, rock my kiss my dollar and just, you know, it's make it look attractive by fire by force. Oh, anyways, my next insecurity is my calves. Oh my god guys, when I was in high school, I was a very active person. Honestly, in primary, I was in primary Yamakalati, so they didn't really encourage the sport thing, like it wasn't, you know. And then when I went to, my mom took me to a Model C thing in Freiburger High School. Yamaburi, there are all sorts of sports to choose from, and they actually very motivator for us to actually, you know, get into sports. And then I got crazy. I was like, netball, here I am, hockey, touch rugby, soccer, drummies. What else did I do, child? I even went for karate at some point, but it didn't last. It just, you know, it just vanished. But I did all of those sports, obviously trying to balance. Kanakoya netball, there would be netball and hockey, and they were clashing, but I ended up dropping hockey because I started with netball from grade 8. And then Kanakoya soccer, winter sports, there would be soccer, there would be touch rugby, and then weekends and stuff like that, there would be drum majorettes. I was a drummies, guys. I was a single flag. And then yeah, those are the sports that I played. Yeah, those are the sports that I play. So I was everywhere. I was very active. I was fit as well. I'd like to say I was sexy as a heck, because when I get home and I put on my clothes, like I've always had that bamnyana, that esnyana, and then I've always had that, not always, because it's not there anymore, but I had that flat stomach. Like I had that cute nyana body man back in high school, you know. Firstly, I'm young. Secondly, I'm an athlete. I play sports. So my legs weren't always like that. After all those sports thingies, I think Boma grade 9, my leg calf just changed, bruh. It changed. And I used to say to my mom and my best friend, I would say to them, now I feel like I have rugby ball players, and they would be like, we don't see that. I feel like my legs are those ones more on the calf. The calf is like a little roundish, you know. I feel like it's like that, but then they're always saying right now it has actually softened up a little. It's starting to shape like a woman because I stopped playing sports. But I'm still not really a fan because and my calf it's kind of biggish. Not like, it's not those round ones. No, it's just, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. But if you know me, then yeah, that's my insecurity for the longest time, and I think I still have that insecurity now. When I wear something short, I would be like, first of all, kiss my daughter, and then it's my calf. No, because I see other girls, ne, mugelo otlabale kiss madolo, ne, but because her legs are shaped so beautifully, it's not 100% jumpy seeing. It's like mama 30%. It's not bad. It's like, yeah, it's a girl. Girls are like that. I mean, we have nothing to be protecting there. That's why we just play like anyways, child, let's pass. My next insecurity was my scars. Guys, as I said, I was an active child. Yes, I started being active sports wise in grade 8 in high school, but growing up as a child I was very, very active. If you've watched my other videos and you've seen Amu, my little sister, she is super active, and I think me and her are of the same boat. Rerata strata. Even right now while I'm recording this video, it's a Friday, I have no idea where she is, but she's somewhere in the street, and if you can take a look at where she is, I swear she is running. Whatever she's doing, she's running, she's jumping, she's doing something very active. That was me back then, and I got so many scars, you guys, so many scars. I have a scar here, I have a scar on my thigh, I have so many scars on my body because of that. We would I think I've mentioned Hore, we used to live in the shacks, so we would go house to house stealing people's peaches, maperekis, amapenchis, yeah. We'd go around house to house doing that, stealing, and yeah, guys, that got me scars, because sometimes we'd be like, I don't know why I had to be one of the boys, but I was one of the boys. It's probably because of how my dad treated me. That's a story for another day. But like, I had that boyish thing, like someone who knew me back then thought maybe I was going to be a lesbian or something, because I was always in the front with the boys with no shoes. So sometimes I would have to jump and get hurt because Mkulu is coming. Mkulu cannot catch me. One thing I did not want was to be beaten up by my dad because of the shit that I was doing. So I'd be like, Mkulu is coming, I don't care, I'm getting hurt or not, I'll feel the pain pumping. We are here, we are jumping my fence, we are, yay, it's crazy, it's crazy. Yeah, so yeah, but then now I don't have a problem with it, because the scars that I have mainly are like, as I said, here on my thighs, yeah, and then on my hands, yeah. Okay, here on my hands it's mostly because of cooking. I don't know why I have to burn myself all the time. I get a guru when I'm baking. I don't use those baking gloves. I just feel like, hey, then kimela for no reason, and then I end up burning myself. But then I look beyond it and I'm like, girl, that's not important. That is really not important. It's not even that bad. It's under your clothes, no one can see it. So move on. If you find a nigga who's not comfortable with that, then go via Joe. The next person who will actually love me for who I am and for what I am will actually appreciate me just the way I am, because I don't think I'm ugly. It's not like now the scar will make me or something. No. Anyways, are we done? Yes guys, that was it. I think I've already said 6 insecurities. That's all. Those are about it, guys. Those are the insecurities I can think of. Other than that, child, I had an insecurity that lasted for about a year or so. I don't remember what year it was. The year I dropped out of netball and I gained so much weight. I had an insecurity of my butt. No, not my butt. What am I saying? My belly, my tummy. Like, I would feel like, and then my mom would be like, ah man, it's just gym fat, that thing. How about you just go back to gym and stuff like that and whatnot, or when I do so, until I actually started doing something about it and it got better. And yeah, so it was just the insecurity that lasted for less than a year. Well, almost a year. Yeah, anyways guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'd like for you to tell me, what are your insecurity? What's your number one insecurity that you have about yourself? And if you're not afraid to share it with me, of course, yeah guys, I think I'll be cutting this video here. Thanks for watching from the beginning to the end of this video. Do come back for my next video, and if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe. Help me grow, please, I beg of you. And yeah, show me some love by giving this video a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell, babes, so that next time when I post the video, you are notified and you are back with your girl, you know, having this intimate moment. Anyways guys, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm out of here.